Wish I could. Can I upload a bunch of photos at once? Welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. We are going to revisit the 80s and 90s. It's another episode of Remember These? I have a bunch of toys that either I forgot about or they were very popular toys that I had a lot of, or they were toys that I didn't even know existed. So I'm going to share that with you folks who are watching, as well as the other idiots on the show. And we're going to reminisce together. Let's bring in Brandon Alamo.
Oh,
Brandon.
Oh, do you remember?
I am remembering, but you might not remember.
I might not. I probably don't.
I collected these photos a while ago, so maybe I won't remember all of them.
I don't know. I need a sneak peek.
All right. Well, I'll give you a sneak peek of where we left off on our last episode. If you remember talking about these. And I think this is a special set. Like, correct. I don't think this is the regular release.
No. So, are we gonna bring this one up again today?
No. This was just to kind of remember where we left off. Charles is here.
So these they came out with the figures by themselves, obviously mint on card, and then they came out with a couple of these packs. I do know of a 3-pack that I saw recently in person.
Okay.
They're really cool. You don't see them too often.
Christopher's here.
And these are actually worth some good money too, shockingly.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, for a line of toys that may not be popular with collecting, there's definitely not a lot of these around, but the movie was a huge success. These are worth good money.
You know what's funny?
I just sold a bunch of them on the sales page.
On what page, Brandon?
On rogue5toys.com.
Oh, I thought it was a shop at the line of vault.com.
No, Shop of the Vault. We sponsor Shop of the Vault.
I don't even know what it's even called. Shop the Vault online.
We sponsor them, and t-shirts.com sponsors us.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Correct. Right. Funny enough that I have a recent memory jump into my head. It was from a night or two ago of Karate Kid. Have you guys watched the new Charlie Sheen documentary?
Yes. Yeah,
no.
I watched it.
I watched enough of it. Like, I got in fairly far. You know, like I think there's multiple episodes, right? Do you remember the part when he's talking about Karate Kid?
Yeah.
So Charlie Sheen, I didn't really realize Emilio Estevez is a good handful of years older than him. I didn't know that, but he got into movies first. I think that makes sense because he was in Breakfast Club and early stuff. Yeah. So then Charlie Sheen graduated high school or flunked out of high school, and he was like, "Let me go try to audition, and if not, I'll go to I'll go get my whatever. I'll go back to school." And his parents were like, "Okay." So he got offered after he did Ferris Bueller and a couple small roles. He got offered Karate Kid, and
really?
committed to.
He committed to it.
Well, no. He had committed to be in another crappy movie.
Well, yes.
That he was only in for like 8 minutes or something, and he wanted to back out and take on this leading role of Karate Kid.
And his dad told him
Martin Sheen, his dad, said, "That's a bad choice." He's like, "You have nothing in this, industry except your word, and it'll take you a lot further than a single movie." So he followed what his father said, and then the Karate Kid blew up like across the globe.
Yeah, he told the Karate Kid guy to wait 2 weeks, and he would be back to start shooting, and they refused to wait 2 weeks.
Right, he had to go to Europe for this movie only for 2 weeks, and they wouldn't wait for him.
So they recasted Ralph Macchio, and then the movie took off, and.
Yeah, so for years, he was really bitter that he didn't take the role.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ralph Macchio had a great career after that, obviously.
Well, he does say that in the documentary. He says he goes, no offense, Ralph
Nobody knows who he
Macchio
is.
didn't have an easy time getting out of that typecast role. He's like, maybe I kind of dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, because he was kind of stuck in the Karate Kid role. He didn't actually have a huge career after that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, Michael J. Fox of Back to the Future. He did some stuff after, but he's only known for that. Ralph Macchio is only known for Karate Kid.
Yeah. Thank God for Cobra Kai. Jeez.
Oh, my God.
Well, okay, so last episode, we ran through Masters of the Universe. We ran through Karate Kid. And now we're going to jump into our first Remember This piece for this episode. Look at this. Look at this game, this box cover. I guess it's French. I'm just noticing that there's some French on there, but
English version.
This look of life is beyond me. I don't remember the box ever looking like this. But I love this game. I don't know about you guys, but this is what I grew up with. The box looked like this, and I think they changed the game a bunch.
Why doesn't
pretty similar?
Haven should get that kid that's on the box at the next ICC show?
Oh my
yes. Well, the girl to his left in the blue, she was there last year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. With Bob Saget. Bob Saget was there too.
Let me guess. Brandon got her autograph.
Oh, yes.
I remember this game kind of sparingly. I don't really remember playing it. I just remember
I still have
seeing what it looks
I have this game.
So do I. I have it. My kids like it. It's a longer game.
Maybe.
So it's hard for young kids because it's longer. It's a longer game. You're committing kind of like Monopoly, but it moves along a lot easier than Monopoly. You don't have to wheel and deal.
Yeah.
But I came across this box cover, and I don't know. This has got to be from the 60s or 70s, but pretty cool looking box cover. And actually, the game looks pretty similar if you look at the board. So we played this game a million times when I was a kid. My sisters and my mom and I, and we had fun. I like this game. So
is that you on there? Is that a young Shane Davison?
No. My hair was a little bit more red.
Oh,
a little bit more red.
Shane's the one all the way on the right.
Yeah.
Is that
Shayna.
AI or is that her real hand?
Shayna. Shania.
Oh, I was at the concert recently, and this guy starts talking to us who was sitting right in front of us, and his wife, who's sitting in front of my wife, her name is Shayna. And I've never heard that before. I'm like, Shayna.
You never heard of Shayna?
No. But in any case, that was odd.
Light-Brite.
Oh my God, I remember this one too.
Yeah, I used to have one of those.
I have like a newer Light-Brite.
Yeah, tell us what it's like, because I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Charles has the LED version.
Yeah, it's like super thin, right?
No.
Oh, then maybe I have even a newer version than you have.
Yeah, mine's probably like 15 years old.
Oh, yeah, my daughter got hers like 4 years ago. It's like an Etch-a-Sketch because it's got LED lights in it, so it doesn't need the light bulb spot. So it's like real
That's
thin.
lame.
Yeah, it's thin.
I was just joking about the LED thing. Apparently, it's real.
Yeah, it's real, and kids. We would play with this for hours, or get it out every month or so and play with it for a while. My kids did like a couple of sessions, and they were like, "Yeah, we're done with this. We'll watch our tablet, not this." What the heck is that?
Oh, I remember that.
Do you remember this?
Yeah, it's what do you call it? Wingdings.
This is what they put on the back of cards for Star Wars figures now.
Yeah.
They got to put 15 languages. I don't know what this is. Is this all broken now? Oh, my God.
Great. It's a great episode. Thanks, Shane.
This is awesome.
That's
all
it.
Right.
All right.
That's going to do it.
Cool. That's a really cool game. All right. Episode over.
Good episode, right, guys?
See you guys next week.
All right. Hold on. I got all the pictures here.
Yay.
So Light-Brite. Oh, you know what it was? The next one was supposed to be M.U.S.C.L.E figures, and there's something wrong with the file.
I thought it was muscle figures. You can see it. Oh, I remember these.
Who remembers all the words to the theme song?
Absolutely.
Fraggle Rock. This is McDonald's, right?
Probably, yeah. But Fraggle Rock. So I don't know if they had a lot of toys for this. I never had any toys, but we watched it. It was on HBO. We had HBO is the one like extra channel we had, and we watched it all the time. Fraggle Rock was huge.
They had like 12-inch dolls because Charles and I had them.
Okay. And they came out with a new version of the show a few years ago on HBO Max.
And had to do.
I don't know. I mean, we watched a few episodes, and I have to say, if you wanted a new version, fresh episodes of the old show, it hits that mark because it's in HD, which the old show is not. It's widescreen, and they've got all the same characters and everything. So if you ever like the show, check it out. There is a new season. I only watched a couple episodes, but Fraggle Rock was huge.
Yeah.
And it was huge for HBO because back then they didn't have a lot going on. It was a small network at the time. So, all right. So from Fraggle Rock, bear with me here. I'm going to the next one. McDonald's Fraggle Rock. Yeah. So this is maybe, a little bit more of a McDonald's session here than Fraggle Rock, but remember these?
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
Like
used to have a bunch of those. Used to have a bunch of those. I'm trying to make them after like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. I separate reason, but we were talking Chicken McNuggets in my house a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I don't remember that I always had chicken nuggets. Like they came out at some point, so we Googled it. 1983 Chicken McNuggets came out. So there was
food?
Like the actual food. Like there was no chicken nuggets.
So it was just
before
burgers.
1983. So they had like, I don't even know if they had a chicken sandwich yet. They had like the fish sandwich, the hamburgers, the fries, and then Chicken McNuggets like revolutionized McDonald's, I feel like.
I think they're starting to like make those now like the adult Happy Meals that they have at McDonald's now. Apparently you can get an adult toy and
Really? I heard of that.
One of those it's like maybe sometimes it's like a chicken nugget from when you were a kid. It's just to get people to buy more crap, but
yeah.
They're so bad for you, those nuggets. Terrible.
Oh, they're like
terrible.
I think when they form them, they come out like a liquid and then they solidify. Or
Charles, I don't think anything good at McDonald's, is good for you, but it tastes amazing.
Chick-fil-A chicken, just the chicken has 40 plus ingredients in it, and the bun has 60 plus. It's 100 plus just for a fried chicken sandwich on a bun.
That's why it tastes so good.
But ordering a 10-piece nugget from McDonald's with the barbecue sauce and the whatever sauce, it's so good.
I haven't had a chicken nugget from McDonald's in forever.
It's funny that you're a barbecue sauce for barbecue food. I'm a barbecue food guy, but at McDonald's, I feel like barbecue sauce is like bottom of the list.
I love barbecue
for
sauce.
Most people I know.
I love barbecue.
The sweet and sour sauce is the
that's what I was trying to think of so the sweet and sour and the
honey mustard and
I get both and I'll just dip back and forth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to have multiple dips. All right. Check this out.
Ooh.
MacGyver.
Oh, wow.
Now this is a little extra spicy treat for everybody because it's Glassleet.
It's Glassleet. I was going to say this card back looks like the Star Wars Glassleet figures.
Yeah,
it's the exact same thing.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
That is correct. So
I don't remember this one, Shane. I don't remember this one.
Yeah, I don't either. And I was aware of MacGyver. I remember watching a few episodes, thinking that it was cool that he can make stuff. It wasn't like a regular thing I watched. But I don't remember toys. But I came across this and I said, well, there must have been toys elsewhere in the world if, a Brazilian company was getting the license or whatever. I mean, this is an American show. But MacGyver.
There's one for sale right now on eBay. CAS 55.
Okay.
$950.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Okay. Oh, you're reminding me, Charles. I'm sitting here just we're just chatting. I actually did have some info about these. So I'll look that up as I bring up the next toy. But this is one that I very vaguely remember. Monchhichis.
Oh yeah, I still see those everywhere.
You remember that?
Everywhere?
I see Monchhichis everywhere.
I don't remember.
Brandon.
I think they're like remaking them. They have to be.
No way.
I don't know.
You've never seen this before?
This is the first time I've ever seen it in my life.
A Monchhichi? Oh, I've seen them before. I don't remember what year they were.
I've seen those quite often. I must be like
I've never seen them.
Hispanic thing or something.
Hispanic. I don't even know what that even means.
It's like I don't know, like only like in this area of the U.S. Maybe they released them or something. I don't know.
That one's worth about $75.
I'll actually
what? Really, for a Monchhichi?
The vintage ones.
Oh, here we go. Here's my list. All right, let's see what I got here. Did all this homework. I might as well look at it. Let's see.
Great.
All right, let's run it back real quick. Just one little thing on each thing. The game Life came out in 1960. 1960. Wow. Light-Brite came out in 1967.
Yeesh.
Hasbro was the original creator. And I don't have anything on Monchhichi, so if you know anything about this, comment below in the comments. And
no one does.
No, this was a big toy. I feel like
What is in Monchhichi's hand? Is that like
It's like a little bottle.
A
bottle or a little like pacifier? Yeah, something. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, somebody use AI or something. And
Charles snuggles with those every night.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
What are Monchhichis? They came out in 1974. They're created by a Japanese company, Sekaguchi. And their name is a combination of the French word mon, meaning mine, and chichi, which is a Japanese onomatopoeia for the sound a pacifier makes when a child sucks on it. Kind of gross. They were successful in Japan, and then they came to Europe and Germany in the 80s, and then they finally came to the United States by Mattel. They were sold from 1980 to 1985, and there was a television series by Hanna-Barbera.
Oh.
So it was a big thing. It was a cartoon and a toy.
Huge.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, so
huge.
big.
So big.
So big, no one knows who they are.
All right. Let's see. Remember this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mousetrap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
That was great. That was a fun game.
It was a fun game, and I feel like every kid wanted this game, or if you went over a friend's house who had one, that was like one of the first things you wanted to play.
Yeah.
I did have this game early on, but I bought it again, or somebody bought it again for my kids a few years ago. They completely changed the game.
Yeah, it switched.
Instead of building the board as you go through the game, you build the whole thing to start with, and then you just move around the board and like do the thing. Like, I guess it's faster, but the whole thing of building the board is gone. Is totally gone from the game. But Mousetrap is a fun one.
I believe Grayson just got this a couple years ago also.
Oh, he's a little like, he's probably still a little young for it. So I don't know if I'm sure he likes it, but
we never played it.
Oh, okay.
It's probably still sitting sealed in the box.
All right. Once he breaks it out, I think he'll like it. But
I have the newer version, and it's really not that fun at all.
Well, yeah. Charles has the police version that they give him at the police corps. Right. Instead of Mousetrap, it's somebody that's behind bars. And
I actually got it from John, and you move the guy around, and at the end, you catch Shane at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You put him behind bars.
So it's a Shane trap.
Yeah,
right. Did you land on a you need a new knee brace space? Mousetrap is a classic board game, and it came out in surprising 1963 by Ideal Toy Company.
I would have never have guessed that.
No, I would have thought it was.
It was like an '80s game,
like early '80s. Yeah.
I would have said 64, but not 63.
Oh, okay. It was heavily inspired by the work of cartoonist and inventor Rube Goldberg, who was famous for complex machines that he would draw. And the game was initially turned down by several toy companies, including Milton Bradley, who reportedly called it a lot of plastic junk. But it actually had massive success. And the game has changed somewhat over the years. It says in the older version of the game, like I just said, you have to build the whole board. You take turns. And in the new version, you just set everything up with in the beginning. So that's kind of all we need to know about that. But lot of time playing Mousetrap as a kid. All right. Here we go. This is what we were missing out on. M.U.S.C.L.E.
There we go.
Not a great photo, a little blurry there, but you remember these little figures? They were, I don't know how many they had. They were all different.
Yeah, they had. They came out with these. They actually had a little like wrestling ring that you could put them in, which is actually worth quite a bit of money. These come in big box sets. I see these all the time, and I hardly ever see them in their boxes though. So
I think there is, just like anything else, there are some of them that are pretty pricey though, that are more rare.
Apparently, they come. The boxes are really cool. I had one listed for sale on the sales page actually. That Rogue 5 toys. It was actually really cool looking.
So it was M.U.S.C.L.E. was produced from 85 to 88 in the U.S. It was originally from Bandai in Japan, distributed by Mattel. They're about 1 3/4 inches tall. Originally, they were $1 or $2 per 4-pack, or $5 to $6 per 10-pack. Main competitor: Mad Balls, Garbage Pail Kids, just other small quirky collectibles with kind of funny or weird characters. And they never had a TV show or anything, no associated media. But the general thoughts on value in 2025 are good. Common figures are worth between $1 and $5 a piece. Rarer figures, especially Class A, they're in red color. They're unique sculpts or specific rare colors. I have seen, like blues and greens and stuff can fetch between $20 and up to $100. So I don't know how accurate that is, but it seems reasonable. It seems reasonable that they're a couple dollars a piece.
Yeah.
So M.U.S.C.L.E. there was a lot of boys that collected M.U.S.C.L.E. figures. All right, well let's start to wind it down here. Let's look at maybe like 2 more, and we'll save the rest for another episode. Here is one of Brandon's favorites. He for anybody who doesn't know, he is a brony. He collects, he watches, he dresses up. It's for all the conventions he goes to. Brandon, what do you know about these?
I only know that a couple people collect these, and they're men.
So I am not one of them. You're not a brony.
I am not a brony, but there are men who collect these that are called bronies, and sometimes I just wonder about them.
You question them?
Question them.
Do you know that? Do you know that term, brony? The only reason why I know it is I used to listen to Howard Stern, and they would send, somebody from the show to conventions, and they discovered that there's grown men that collect these, that dress up as My Little Ponies, like very creepy because it's supposed to be like a little girl's toy, but they're watching the cartoons and they make it into a whole like world, a whole thing. It goes beyond what we're going to talk about.
Crazy.
But it's crazy.
I just sold one of those, and the guy that bought it, he bought it for his daughter because his daughter actually collects these. But the funny part was he said that I had to grab it before another guy bought it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Is his hair color the same color as that pony or no?
False.
False.
He doesn't have hair.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't, I don't get my younger sisters collected these, so I remember them well because this was the toy that they collected. They were a few years younger and it fit their age group. But yeah, it's still apparently a big thing. And there's like meetings and conventions just on My Little Ponies, and I suspect you walk in there and there's like a couple of shocked parents with their little kids with them, and then a whole room full of guys.
Dude, it is ridiculous the amount of people that collect these, and a lot of guys, like you said, and a lot of kids, a lot of women. It's just this. I've never seen a toy line that attracts so many different types of people to it other than this, to where they have a term for men that collect them.
And I don't know the reason. I mean, they're literally just horses. I mean, like, there was a cartoon and that was very popular, but why does this attract like a wide audience? I don't know. Original years, the original original years were 82 to 92, but they've been continuously produced in various generations since. That was just G1 from Hasbro. They're typically 4 to 5 inches tall. They were around $4 to $10 per pony. And the main competitors are Care Bears, Cabbage Patch Kids,
I was just about to say that because Care Bears seems to bring out a lot of people too.
Yeah.
The plush bears themselves, I don't know too many, but I know a lot of people that collect the plastic ones, with the articulated version.
Yeah, the little like figures, the action figures or whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Value is highly variable. The original generation are worth, much more, of course, but there's so many of them. You can't even really discuss it. They've been making them ever since the 80s. Several animated television series, 86, 2010, and 2022, and multiple animated featured films. All right. And last for tonight, or for today, is, let's see, what do we got? It is, it's a good one. It is a good one. We might have to be on for a few extra minutes than you thought we would. Nintendo Entertainment System.
I thought this was supposed to be a show on Do You Remember, not on Do You Still Have This?
We all remember this.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
They still make these.
So I got Nintendo for Christmas. I believe it was 1987 because I think it came out in 80, or no, it might have been 88. It came out in 87. And I remember, sitting at the lunchroom table and talking with other kids who had it before I did, and just being like mesmerized by, them talking about the games. And so a few months went by and I was begging for it for Christmas and got it for Christmas. And it was, like next to the Millennium Falcon, it was like the best Christmas present I ever got.
I still remember getting mine. That was a really, awesome day. One of my favorite things ever is a Nintendo. And unfortunately, these don't work that well because of how they were set up. But when they made the newer version, the top loader, I don't know if you remember the top loader, kind of like the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Me and my brother burned this one till there was nothing left. And then he bought a top loader. And I remember it working so much better.
Oh, okay.
And he ended up getting rid of that. The top loaders are worth about 100, 150. These normal ones like this, loose like that, you can probably get it for 60 to 80 bucks if they're working. So,
is the top loader Nintendo branded, or was it a third party?
Oh, it's Nintendo. Yeah.
Because I know that there was a third party that came out with a top loader at one point that you could put the Nintendo games into. I don't know much about it, but I just recall.
There's a lot of companies that have come out with it. I have one of those, where you can just put it in and it just plays Nintendo games because it's a lot easier. But, nothing beats like an old school Nintendo like that. But this is timeless. I mean, everybody knows what this is. And I actually have something pretty neat that you just reminded me of. But these actually came out in Japan, right? Nintendo's. First came out and they were called a family computer is what they were called.
Yeah, Famicom.
Yeah, I bought this in Japan when I was stationed. I was stationed in Japan for a little while, and I bought this at a Japanese market where they have all the electronics.
Wow.
It's still in the I didn't take it out of the bag. I don't plan on opening it and playing with it. But I was like, oh, cool. I'll just buy one of these. I don't know how it works, but it's a original Nintendo from Japan.
That's awesome.
And the controllers actually fit into the system on the sides.
Wow.
Family computer. You can see it's Japanese writing on there, but
I totally recognize it because I remember those colors. In the years since, I've seen
these before.
Yeah, I've seen things that featured it. Famicom, and I remember being younger and like either in Nintendo Power or whatever, hearing the name Famicom and not knowing what the hell they were talking about. Like, I didn't get it.
These were top loaders.
Yeah.
And then the design they created for the US was not.
Yeah, I wonder what the story there is, but
I don't know.
The gun, the blaster, Duck Hunt, and, everybody got Mario and Duck Hunt first, and Legend of Zelda was like the biggest thing. Getting the system with that game is great, and then shortly thereafter, getting Legend of Zelda. I mean, that was the very first game that you could save that had a battery inside that saved where you left off the game. And so that was the very first time where you weren't just sitting there playing the same thing over and over again for hours. You were engrossed and playing a quest, like you were playing a movie basically and picking up where you left off every day and just sitting there for hours trying to figure it out and find everything. So that was, it was revolutionary that we didn't have a screen, tablets and screens and computers back then. This was the first computer for all of us. So.
My friend I work with, I went over his house about 2 months ago during the summer, and he has the newer system. But it's not like, I don't think it's put out from Nintendo. It's more of like a retro type thing.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
It has like the 2,000 games downloaded on it. You can
play the little tiny version of it.
It's like a little tiny version. You can play every single Nintendo game that ever came out. You can save it. You can do anything you want on it.
Yeah, so he must have like a hacked version then, because I have the retail one and it has like 30 games on it. It comes with.
Oh no,
they sell them.
Yeah, they sell it. It's on eBay for less than $100.
Oh
yeah, you can easily buy one and play all the games on there. And
every game. It's like every game, 1,000 or something like that.
Well, do you remember when it came out? It was called Classic NES.
Yeah,
and it just sold out everywhere. It was like a viral hit.
Yeah, it only had so
my
many
sister-in-law found one and bought it for me and the kids. And my kids were little at the time. But it only has like, a select number of games in it. It's like 30 games. It's got Contra and, Dr. Mario and, Super Mario Brothers.
I bought the Sega Genesis version of that not too long ago. I had a bunch of games on it.
Okay.
I believe they did.
It's super cheap. You can buy it anywhere now.
They just did a Game Boy version too, where Game Boy you could buy the Game Boy and it has every game that was ever on Game Boy. Also on Game Boy, you can play all those games too now.
They put out a Super Nintendo one too that I did want to get, but I never did. They put out a classic Super Nintendo, a little one. The quick rundown is it came out in 85. They're saying. I don't know about that. Maybe I did get it in 87, but. It was around $199 to $249, depending on the bundle. So started at $200, it sounds like. Main competitors Sega and Atari 7800, of course. It was the value in 2025 good. Common consoles in working order might fetch between $50 to $100, which is kind of what Brandon said, 60 to 80 or so. Special editions boxed. Rare variants can go for several hundred. The games, are all across the board. Some were just not in large production, so those are more rare. And it's obviously the spawning of a whole platform of media with Mario Brothers and Link.
The games have held their value over the years. It's like one of the things that I've noticed is that Nintendo games, whereas PS1 games up to PS4 games, you can get them for a couple bucks, but I noticed.
But that wasn't always the case with Nintendo games. There was a time, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, where they weren't desirable and they were pretty affordable. Now with the, grading of video games and the collecting of video games kind of along with sports cards took a whole nother turn. Now
just like COVID, the same thing. COVID, people were stuck in their houses. They wanted to play something, so they did that.
Right. I was surprised to find that you could go buy, Super Mario Brothers. It's not $5 anymore. It's like $20 or $30. And I was like, what?
Yeah. No. Yeah. And Zelda, the gold cartridge version's like $40 to $50, and it's.
I was shocked.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of Remember These. We will finish off with Nintendo and pick it up next time. It's always fun to look back at some of these toys that you might have known some siblings that collected, or you had, or you didn't know they existed, or you liked the movie. So we'll continue to review those. Thanks very much for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment below. Tell us what your favorite 80s or 90s toy was, and you can support the show on Patreon. If you like what we're doing, let's keep the train moving. Check it out, and you can get some early access to our videos and to our collectibles that go up for sale. Guys, another fun episode, and we will see you next time on 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.